Hey there, cosmonauts and cosmonauties, and welcome to another Slab City update. For the second week in a row, I did not get my video edited and uploaded in time. In case you did not know, on my Cannabis Cause channel, every Sunday, when I do get a video recorded, edited, uploaded, and ready to be viewed, I reward myself by doing a Sunday smoke sesh where I kick it for 4 hours and 20 minutes. And I do it on StreamYard, so if you want to come up and get on the panel with me, smoke, talk about whatever, you can do that. So yeah, and also I'm over the 900 subscriber mark on that channel, and I have said when I reach 1,000 subscribers I will do 1,000 milligrams of THC. So yeah, if you want to see that challenge, you should probably go ahead and subscribe to my cannabis channel. That way when I do it, you will be notified about that. I did, however, get the Slab City update edited and uploaded in time to premiere on Monday morning, right before Coffee with Causes. And YouTube has made it so that if you watch a premiere, at the end of it, they'll leave a little end card for you to click on and go over to a live stream. So I think that's pretty much how I'm going to start doing Slab City updates now, is by premiering them right before the Coffee with Cause on Mondays. And if you were there for the first one, why don't you let me know and tell me what you thought about that. And yeah, you will know if I'm going to be doing those is because I will have a Slab City update scheduled, as well as a Coffee with Cause scheduled close together. So do come check it out. Be the first ones to see the video. Hence a tie. There is no first. It's only the people who were at the premiere. So yeah, I do hope you come and do that. Yeah, it is that time of a month. And no, I didn't get my period. However, it is Free Food Week. The third week of the month, we've got Ernie's that comes out and not only gives away food, but gives a meal and brings a lot of different resources off that he draws numbers for to see who gets what. You get to pick what you want, stuff like that. And then there is the very next day, commodities. So that's usually the one that I hit. And lately I've been going with Deborah Langley. And we also hit the buckshots for breakfast afterwards. And you know, that's been a real nice treat. I do appreciate that, Deborah Langley. And yeah, thanks for picking me up and helping me get food. And you know, with that, it pretty much did kind of fill up my freezer full of food. So yeah, I'm stocked. Speaking of a stocked freezer, you know, I gotta empty it. And I did start out that Cooking with Cause channel. So I thought it was time to work on, you know, a new recipe. And it's always a good idea to have, you know, a second, maybe even a third opinion on the food when you're working on recipes. You know, you just can't rely on your taste if you're trying to make it for a bunch of different people to like it. So I had been kind of missing a friend of mine, so I hit them up on Facebook and was like, hey, I miss you. Want to have a date night? And they're like, yeah, sure. So set up time, and I prepared a ribeye with a bourbon and butter sauce on top, smoked baked potato, Was it smoked and baked or just smoked? Maybe just smoked potato. Nah, it's a baked potato that was smoked. And butter and sour cream, yum, yum, yum. As well as, you know, some of those pickled vegetables that I did a cooking video about. And I got stood up. Even though I did say that, you know, they could bring their boyfriend with, you know, they just had to share a steak, because I only picked up the two because I decided I wanted to go for that USD Prime versus, because I did originally, you know, after asking, I went shopping. I was like, ooh, you know, I get this 3-pack of USD Choice and I get 3 steaks instead of 2, you know, I'll have a leftover one. And I was like, ooh, yeah. I was like, nah, got to go for that marbleization of the Prime. I mean, that's what's going to taste good. And guess what? I did have 2 steaks. I got to have that the next day as well. So I guess it worked out. Anyways, well, it worked out for me. And, well, you know, getting stand-up is what it is. In the title I said, and it's cool. I didn't mean that it's cool to stand me up. It just is what it is. However, it has been a cool week around here. In fact, we had one day that didn't even get to 80 degrees. Now, unfortunately, there's been too much wind to actually be able to do anything. I did end up talking to a friend, and they're going to come over a couple of times a week and help me out doing some projects here. And one of the things that I need to be working on is figuring out this duck overcrowding business, because, yeah, they're getting downright vicious with one another when it comes to feeding time. Rather than actually going after the food, they'll go after a duck who's ahead of them and grab their feather, pull it off, and eat it. So, yeah, I definitely need to it's overcrowded for sure. And to try to do that, I did put some up for sale on Craigslist. Let's hope I sell some and thin the flock a bit. If not, I guess that's probably one of the first things that we're going to have to work on, is figuring out more duck space so that, you know, I can really separate the ones that I'm going to sell or harvest versus what I want to keep for egg production as well as breeding purposes, because I do believe I have some rare colors, a lilac as well as a rippled lilac, so it's got some interesting patterns as well. And yeah, now the feathers are starting to come in and I kind of know what they're gonna look like. Have an awful lot of the black ones, so I won't be holding on to too many of those, and most of those are going to be going into a freezer camp anyways. But yeah, for egg production and breeders, I'm gonna keep the pretty birds. Freezer's full, and all of a sudden I hear a honk honk, and it's Tori over on B-side going, "Hey bro, I got a pig leg for you." And they brought me a huge pig, because they harvested one of their, well, this was the first one that they harvested, and yeah, they brought me a big leg, and I almost turned it down because, like, the freezer's full. But then I was like, well, you know, I got that smoker, I can throw it in the smoker to the point where it's like shredded pork, shred all that meat, get it off of the bone, get rid of all the other excess stuff, then pack that up, and then be able to put that, creatively repack the freezer, and I should be able to get that in there. And then also have that meat for Put My Meat in Your Mouth Monday, the Dibble edition. No children allowed. Did I really go there? So on Saturday night, I went to the Ponderosa for open mic night, and So, some of you, you know who you are, the ones that, can't actually create content, so they just kind of watch other people's streams and replay that on theirs. Caught some people in Slab City visiting and doing some live streaming and whatnot. Now, the person had been out here before, so I kind of knew who they were. I had heard rumors about when he was going to be out here and stuff like that, and so he comes into the Ponderosa and is doing his thing and stuff like that, and all of a sudden I go, "Hey, you got any coffee?" And he looks at me, he's like, "How do you know that?" I was like, "I'm just a man in the know." And I started to fuck with him a little bit, kind of like how I did with Captain Content a bit. And then I eventually was like, "I'm a YouTuber, right? So like, you come into my neighborhood, I'm probably gonna know about it." So yeah, it was kind of nice to fuck with him a bit. And he's been out here and has done a couple of different videos on Slab City, and I will have to give him props for squashing, or not really squashing, but not falling into the, oh, there are no laws out here. And I think the first video that he did about that, in the first couple of minutes that thing was covered, or in the first couple of minutes that they were in Slab City, it got covered. So I thought that was kind of cool, and I give them big props. But yeah, if you're gonna have a coffee company, man, you gotta travel with some coffee. And yeah, the guy's channel is mudflap space exclamation mark. Go to one of his videos and comment in the Slab City videos, send Cause some coffee, and let's see if we can't get him to send me some coffee for me to have on my Coffee with Cause chat live streams. Anyways, I think that's going to do it for me this week. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz.
Send Cause some money on PayPal so he can buy himself something to eat. Then he won't have to sell his body to Albanian men on the street. Where a broke hippie's living out in the desert, no money and no shoes. And he may smoke the marijuana, but at least he won't spend it on booze. If you enjoy Cause's videos with their off-the-grid DIY vibe, send Cause some money on PayPal, or like, share,